Okay. Wait 1 second. I don't think you can see the. Oh, you can see, sorry. Okay. So Raksha means we are asking the Lord to protect us. Nah. Adhi is the Adhi means generally means over, above, that kind of thing. Okay. Cha and again Deva. It's a we are addressing the Lord. Okay. Deva, oh Lord. So we are asking the Lord to protect us. This word Adhi, over and above, or whatever, has to be taken along with the word Bruhi. Bruhi means speak. Okay, Bruhi means speak. So generally, Adhi Bruhi means you speak over somebody, speak to somebody in a commanding way is Adi Bruhi. Okay, we ask in the Lord. You can say Adi Raksha also. That means you protect over us, over somebody. Okay. So I don't know whether you may remember or not. When we did the first Anuvaka, there was something called Adhyavocha Adhivakta. Okay, Adhyavocha Adhivakta. That's a name given to Sri Rudra. What it is, he will speak on behalf of us. Okay, it's a lawyer is one who is Adibruhi. He will, argue on your behalf. Who will, if you have to get some favor from somebody, they can go and talk. You talk to them, please ask somebody to do something to us. So then they are capable of doing that. So whenever you go to someone above, escalate the matter. Somebody is troubling us. Oh Lord, can you just tell that person not leave me alone? So then the Lord has the ability to go and tell them, speak on your behalf at a higher level, from authority, sense of authority. So that is the Adi. So Adi Bruhi, Adi Raksha we can take. Okay. So we are praying to the Lord, oh Lord, speak on our behalf. Please protect us. Okay. In simple term, that's what it means. Okay, Bruhi. So the next word is Bruhi, Adha Cha. Adha Cha means further, also. Okay. In addition to that, we keep on asking the Lord for multiple things. So then we say further, Adacha, Nah again to us. Okay. Sharma. The word Sharma is actually bliss, joy. Okay. Sharma. Yacha. Yacha is also request. Please give. If Yacha means to go for alms, begging. So Yacha means please give me. Okay. Yacha. Dvibarha. In two places. In two places is that's the meaning. Okay. So generally, dvi, let's look at the word dvi. Okay. Dvi means two. Dvi means two. Barha means that which expands. I don't know, we have looked at the word brh, that which expands, Brahman. So those two places are expanded by you. Whoever expands both the places. So the commentators have said, the Lord is capable of expanding your bliss in this world in earth and heaven. Okay, so generally the word dvi is also used to denote earth and heaven. Okay, so now I will stop here because there's the words, so much information is packed into this mantra. So let's go through that. Okay, once again. So I will just read the summary. Oh Lord, may the killer of cows, the killer of people, the warrior who removes be far away. Okay. So anything which reduces things, shire, or takes things away, destroys, let it be far away. Okay. Sumnam asmeteyastu, may the auspicious form be near us. Because the Lord has multiple forms. He can be, he is the destruction mode also. He can be in the Vishnu mode, looking after us, and he can be in the creator mode. So we're saying what is auspicious and what is bearable, let it be close to us. Let the other things be little far from us. That means spare us from the trouble. Okay. Protect us, raksha. Rakshanaha. Okay. Rakshanaha. May you speak on our behalf. So I said Adi Bruhi. Adi Bruhi. So that's also a request. Okay. Please speak on our behalf. Then we are asking Sharma Yacha. We are asking for bliss. Yacha, give us bliss. In two places, when we are living in this world and we are left the world also. Whether we are here or there. Iha para. In both places, please grant us, oh this Lord, who is capable of expanding or creating, who can bring about expansion of joy, love also, everything. He can expand the love, he can expand the joy. So that is the prayer. So this is the normal commentary given by the commentators. But we should understand what is this Gogna, okay, Purushagna. Because the way the Rudra, I think we have already looked at in other Anuvakas, the same Rudra is the leader of everything in this world. The thieves, people who torture, people who fight, people who cause harm. The Lord is the leader. And we also have been understanding that He is the indweller in all of them also. Okay. So if they can be controlled, only the Lord can control. The Lord only has the power. Okay. So that is the prayer. If at the physical level, we can say people are harming us. Please, Lord, you take care. Please protect us from all this. So generally, people have said in ancient days, people were worried about animals which they were growing, like cows. They should not be killed because then only they can live. So that is what it means. Then say Purusha Agni means people should not die. People should not get disease and die. People not, their waste, their health, their strength, they should not waste away. Lord, you are the one who is making it all waste away. May that not happen. That is one type of meaning that's at the physical level. But we can also go to a slightly subtler level. Because go, as we have looked at it, go also means Vedas, Pranava, the world, everything is go also. Gokna means none of them should go away. Okay. So anything which will bring out diminishment in all these Vedas, the scriptures, let that not be there close. Let that not happen. Purusha also means the Purusha Tattva, the real human being in us, or the human qualities should not be also taken away. That anything which can cause that also should be far. Kshaya also means our divinity in us should not be diminished. Anything which does that also should be kept away. See, what has to be kept with the Lord, even such thoughts which can cause harm to ourselves or others, That should be kept away, because you are the one who energizes, who can stop that. So that is the way to look at this mantra at a higher level, in the sense, oh Lord, anything which can cause harm to my own progress, my own ability to reach you, get closer to you, sumnam asme. Okay, let all that keep away. Let all that is good be close to us. Protect me. Speak over. That means you are the one. So the Lord, when He speaks, means as soon as He speaks, that has taken, that things have happened. That is adibruhi. Whenever the Lord says something, that will happen. So if the Lord says, when things happen, so we are asking the Lord to say it. Even though without asking, He will say. But as human beings, we have prayers, so that's what it is. And you're asking the Lord for bliss. So that's in a nutshell. I will, I hope I'll just go over to, I also mentioned the Rishi, Chandas, and Devata. Because in all Vedic mantras, before you chant the mantra, you're supposed to remember the Rishi. And express gratitude. That's why we are looking at this. Okay. So the Rishi who discovered this mantra is Atri Rishi. I don't know whether you know Atri, Anusuya. Anusuya was his wife. Their stories are coming up quite a bit in many Puranas. So Atri is the Rishi. The Chandas of the meter is Trishtup. Devata, the Lord to whom this mantra prays, is Shambhu. Okay. So that's the way the commentators have devised it. When the Dhyana Shloka, we will look at who this Lord Shambhu is, Dhyana, meditation. So we will go over to the Dhyana Shloka. Kurvanam Sannidhau Devya Devamananda Tandavam Hutashana Dharam Dhyayet Tapta Kanchana Sannibham. Kurvanam Sannidhau Devya Devamananda Tandavam Hutashana Dharam Dhyayet Tapta Kanchana Sannibham. Kurvanam Sannidhau Devya Devamananda Tandavam Hutashana Dharam Dhyayet Tapta Kanchana Sannibham. Okay, so I will we'll look at the meaning of this Dhyana Shloka. Because Dhyana Shloka describes the Lord, in this case Shambhu, so that we can meditate. Okay, maybe it should increase. I guess I can. Okay, I made it a little big, so it may be easier to read. So one should meditate Dhyayet. In every Dhyana Shloka, we have this word Dhyayet or Chintayet. So in this case, Dhyayet. What Dhyayet? That means one should meditate. Okay. On the Lord. Devam. Devam. Okay. Devam Ananda Tandavam. Devam plus Ananda Tandavam. There are three words here. Okay. So Devam means we should meditate on the Lord, on the Devam. Dancing Tandava of bliss. Ananda Tandavam. Okay, Ananda Tandavam. Ananda, bliss, Tandavam is the dance. So it's the dance of bliss. Okay, the Lord is dancing. How is He dancing? Present together, which is Sannidhau. Okay, with Devi, Devya. Okay, so The word Sannidhau, the simple word is Sannidhi. Okay. I don't know, in Parthi, where Swami's physical form is kept, for us, everyone calls it Samadhi, but the right way to approach, describe it is Sannidhi. Any divine place is called Sannidhi. What actual Sannidhi means? Wealth. Sun has multiple meanings. Sun means that which is auspicious. Okay, that which is Sat. Sat Nidhi, Sun Nidhi. It can also mean that which is which is along with wealth. So that is Sannidhi. So I have just so anything which is present together, that's the way I put. Because where the Lord is present, that is also Sannidhi. Where the mother is present, Devya, Devi is Devya. From Devi, the word Devya comes. Okay. Devya is the third vibhakti of Devi, or with, along with. Okay. So along with Devi. So the Deva is along with Devi. And coming together of both of them is Sannidhi. Okay, Shiva and Shakti. So the next word is Kurvanam. So Kurvanam is to do. Okay. Kurvanam Ananda Tandava means he is doing the Tandava dance. That's what it means. Kurvanam Ananda Tandava. He is doing the Tandava. I've just translated it for English purposes, dancing Tandava of bliss. So he's doing the dance of bliss. How? Sannidhau Devya. Devam Devya Sannidhau. So the Lord, along with Devi, is doing the Ananda Tandava. Okay, that is what we are meditating on. Hutashana Dharam is the next word. Holding Agni in hand. Dhara means to hold. Okay, support, hold. Then we come Dharam. Then what is this Hutashana? It's name of an Agni. Agni has many names. Or fire has many names. Huta. Okay, Huta means anything which you drop in the fire. Offerings. Okay. Ahuti they will say. Okay. Ahuti means whatever you offer into the fire during a yajna. So Huta means whatever is offered in the fire is Huta. Ashana means food. For fire, whatever is offered into the fire is the food. Anything which is burnt, anything is offered for burning, that is his food. So Agni has a name, fire has a name, Hutashana. Huta Ashana means Hutashana. So Shiva, this Lord who is dancing, is holding the fire in one hand. Okay. This Dhyaye Tapta Kanchana Sannibham is what we are going to look at. Okay. Tapta means which is melted, which is heated, which is burnt. Tapta means what has been heated up is Tapta. Tapta Kanchana means gold. Okay. Sannibha. Bha is basically effulgence, light. Okay. So it's with whatever is shining. It's bha. Whenever the word bha comes, that's what it means. It shines. There's light, effulgent light coming out. Tapta Kanchana Sannibha means the Lord who is holding this fire and dancing is like the shining like the molten gold. Tapta Kanchana Sannibham is it's like in a gold which is melted, how that light will emanate from that gold. That is the way the Lord is. Okay, so this is the meaning. Kurvanam Sannidhau Devya Devam Ananda Tandavam Hutashana Dharam Dhyaye Tapta Kanchana Sannibham. Okay. And now we will take, I don't know, one shloka itself towards mantra took a lot of time. I hope. This is an excerpt from Swami's discourse, which I felt is very relevant to this, so I am reading it. True devotion will overcome all obstacles like the swollen river leap over dikes and banks and overwhelm all by the strength. Difficulties are created to increase the yearning and to sift the sincere devotee from the rest. By the alchemy of constant remembrance of God, even a rock is turned into clay. It cannot become soft by merely carrying it on a specified number of journeys into a shrine. Another point, have you ever before or anywhere else sat so long, listening or waiting to listen to a speech, sat with such patience, such single-minded ardor? Why have you borne all this? In order to hear my words. Is it not? Now do not let all that ardor go to waste once the listening is over. Take earnestly to the path of absolute reality, Brahma Marga, as well as the path of righteousness, Dharma Marga. After your life has been transmuted into a never-ending prayer by the silent effect of the path of righteousness, forget all in the ecstasy of the path of absolute reality. Do not allow the illusion Maya that lies in wait for you on the other bank of the Chitravati to pounce upon you or entice you to the worldly life you led so far. Be like the tongue in the midst of the teeth, carefully, confidently, courageously going about its task without getting bitten. Study well the disciplinary rules laid down for all who wish to be in Prashanti Nilayam. These rules are for your own good. Wherever you are, you can make that place a Prashanti Nilayam, abode of supreme peace. Become parts of my history. Do not get far from me. You have acquired nearness through the accumulated good fortune of many births. If you cut this contact and get away, a time will come when you will weep outside the gates clamoring for entry. Be free from silly delusions and doubts. Be free from tawdry desires, and I shall take you into me. I picked it up because it's about Arath. What is the distance, and what should we keep away, what should we keep close to? Sumnam is nothing but Prashanti. That the bliss. All of us are searching for the peace of mind. So Swami is telling, how do you get to Prashanti? How do you make Prashanti? And he says, you follow all the rules which are here. So if you practice all the rules which you go and learn in Prashanti Nilayam, wherever you go, that place will become Prashanti. So he says that is the way to create. He's saying how, so we have to keep the doubts and tawdry desires, petty desires for this or that. That is what we have to be kept away. Swami says it's the other bank of Chitravati. Okay, it should be kept that far. The world should not enter into us. The world which takes us away from the Lord should be kept away. And we should. So this is not only a prayer, it's also mantras, are also instructions, teachings of how we should live. It is not that Lord alone will grant us the blessing. It's we also have to make the effort. So that's what, anything which destroys people, anything which is good, any humanness, any divinity should be kept away. Anything which is sumnam, which causes bliss, joy, peace of mind, should be kept close. So Swami says he came about to explain that, to teach, also for us to experience, so that we can take it in our life. So all that is mentioned in this mantra. So that's why I picked this up. Because for all Sai devotees, the Sumnam is Prashanti Nilayam. Where the Prashanti, where the Lord is residing, that is his Sannidhi. Sannidhau, Deva Devam. Because Swami also is, we see him as Shiva Shakti Swarupa. And he danced among us. That is the Ananda Tandava. So all that, so where does he dance? He danced in Prashanti Nilayam. He walked around. He gave us so much joy. So all that came to me. So I thought it is very nice. So I have another excerpt. So now today is being Shivaratri. I picked this up. So it's a discourse from Swami Shivaratri's discourse. Another significance of Shivaratri is this Shiva, that is Shiva, or the Parama Purusha, the eternal absolute person, Parama Purusha, supreme person, in his desire to attract Prakriti, objective world, which is us all of us, engages himself in Tandava, the cosmic dance. Which is the entire world is actually dancing. It's a dance of the Lord, so that he can attract us. The dance is a divine plan to attract the material creation for all divine miracles like those of Rama, he who pleases and delights, and Krishna, he who attracts, are for drawing people to the divine presence for the purpose of correcting and cleansing them, or for confirming their faith and then leading them onto the sadhana, spiritual effort of service, so that they may merge in ecstasy, in the source of all ecstasy, chamatkar, miracle, resulting in samskar, transformation, leading to paropakar, helping others, and finally conferring sakshatkar. Chamatkar to samskar, to paropakar, to sakshatkar. So these are 4 cars. Sometimes, they are referred to as 4 cars. So this, and let's look at the rest of the excerpt. The Tandava dance is so fast that fire emanates from Shiva's body because of the heat generated by that activity. Hutashana Dharam. In order to cool Shiva and comfort him, Parvati is concert. That's why Devi is there. Devam Devya Sannidhav. Places the Ganga on his head, makes the crescent moon rest amidst the coils of his hair, applies cold sandalwood paste all over his body, winds round the joints of his hands and feet cold-blooded snakes, and finally, being herself the daughter of Himalayas, the mountains of eternal snow, she sits on his lap and becomes a part of him. At this, Shiva rises, and both Purusha and Prakriti dance together to the immense delight of the gods and all creation. This happens according to the Puranas on the Shivaratri day. See, whatever we read in the mantra of what has to be kept away, what has to be kept close, how close we have to go, like the mother herself who shows the way, how you sit on the lap of the Lord Shiva and become part of him. She becomes one of part of his Ardhanari. Okay, so that is she shows us how because she is Prakriti also, how she becomes one with the Lord. So that's all that is shown in this mantra. And today, being Shivaratri, I thought it's very nice. Everything which we covered so far is in this excerpt of Swami. So I thought it's an auspicious occasion for us to recollect Swami's words. We'll go to the next mantra. Stuhi Shrutam Garda Sadam Yuvanam Mriganna Bhima Mupahatnu Mugram Mrida Jaritre Rudrastavano Anyante Asman Nivapantu Senaha. Stuhi Shrutam Karta Sadam Yuvanam Mriganna Bhima Mupahatnu Mugram Mrida Jaritre Rudrastavano Anyante Asman Nivapantu Senaha. Stuhi Shrutam Garta Sadam Yuvanam Mriganna Bhima Mupahatnu Mugram Mrida Jaritre Rudrastavano Anyante Asman Nivapantu Senaha. In terms of pronunciation, Mriganna Bhi is the fourth letter in the pa varga, so it has to be aspirated. Okay, Bhi Bhima Mupahatnu Mugram Mrida Jaritre Rudrastavano Anyasti, and no other aspirated sound, so it should be okay. So we'll look at the pada split, the word to word split. Stuhi, Shrutam, Garta, Satam, Yuvanam, Mriga. All of them, there are no splits. Mriganna is Mrigam plus na becomes Mriganna. Okay. This Bhima Mupahatnu Mugram has three words. Bhimam, Upahatnum, Ugram. Three names for Rudra. Rida Jaritre, no splits. Rudra Stavanaha. Okay, Rudra Stavanaha. That's a split. Anyam te becomes Anyante. Anyam plus te becomes Anyante. Asman Nivapantu is Asmat and Nivapantu. Because on the it becomes the it becomes in, and that's how you get Asman Nivapantu Sena. Okay. We look at the meaning. Stuhi. Stuhi means I praise. Okay, we praise. Stotram, all of them comes from stu. Okay, stuti. All of them comes from the word stuti, means prayer, praise. So stuhi means I praise. Okay. Shrutam, who do I praise? I praise Shrutam. Shrutam, one meaning is one who is famous, well known. Everyone hears about them. Shruta means to listen. So everyone has heard about somebody. Means that person is Shrutam. That means he's very famous. Okay, that's the colloquial common meaning, Shruta. But it also means Shruti, which is Vedas, have praised him. Who is mentioned in the Shruti is also Shruta. Okay. So we praise the Lord who is praised by the Vedas. I think that's a better translation. The next one is Gartha Sadam. Gartha Sadam. Gartha means a cave. Sadam means one who resides. Okay, who rests, who sits down. Who sits down in a cave. Sadam. So Garth Sadam means one who. So what is this cave? The cave is the cave of heart. So Gartha Sadam is it. The heart itself is Hridaya Guha. It is mentioned. Our heart is like a cave. It's inside, and the Lord is actually sitting there. Is established Himself. Gartha Sadam. So to that Lord we worship. Okay. Yuvanam. Yuvanam means Yuva means youth. Yuvanam means one who is very youthful. The Lord is always youthful, eternally youth. Is Yuvanam. Okay. Mrigam na. The next one is Mriganna. Is Mrigam na. Here the letter na has slightly different meaning. Na means normally we say no, not. But na also means like, similar to, same as. Kind of meaning is also there for na. Okay. Mriganna means like a mrigam. Mriga means normally, animal is also called mriga. Even a deer is called mriga. But Mriga Raja means king of all the animals is lion. So lion is also sometimes depicted as lion, Mriga. So most of the commentators have translated it as like a animal, like a lion. Why we will know why they chose lion, because of the next word. Because actually Mriganna is an adjective of the next word, which is bhimam. Bhima means one who is terrible, who is terror striking on everyone. Okay, so which animal strikes terror on everyone else? That is lion. So that is so sometimes in Sanskrita you have to take the meaning according to the situation, according to what it is associated. So if a bhima, animal which is bhimam, terror striking, is, then it's lions is the best, so they have given the word lion. Okay, so like a terror striking animal, he is. The Lord is like a terror striking animal. Okay, because he is in that animal also. Okay. Upahatnum, that means he is ready to kill. Hat, han. We have already looked at the word han. That means he will kill, destroy, finish off. Okay. Upahatnum is ready to kill. He is near killing. Upahatnum means he's in the process of killing. That's what it means. The death is near. Okay. Who makes death near is Upahatnum. Okay. Brother Kumar is raising his hand.
Yes, brother. Sorry, I should not have disturbed. You're going on a flow. That word, last word, the upahatnum, is it na should come first or the t should come? I always get confused in that part when I am reciting.
It is utnum.
Utnam.
Yes.
Okay.
Because in many of the Sanskrit words, you may even hear people say hantum. Okay. This is just transposition of letters. It is quite prevalent in Vedic chanting also. Because over a period of time there are deteriorations also, because some words are very difficult to pronounce, but it is hatno. Okay, but I will just leave it at that. That's the right order, but some people may, like, there are a few words like vahni, one he, many people pronounce. Even Brahma, some people pronounce Brahma. Even though it's written as Brahma, many people pronounce it as Brahma. Even, many learned scholars will pronounce like that. There is the rule in Sanskrit, according to one of the Vedangas, that is allowed. Okay, so I will leave it at that. But the actual word is hatno, okay? Upahatno. Bhimam upahatno. Okay. Ugram. Ugra means, was fierce. Okay, so this youthful Lord, okay, who is praised by the Vedas and who is residing in our heart, is youthful, is Bhimam, is Upahatnum, and is Ugram. That means he's very, very active. Okay, always active. Because if he is not active, we cannot live. We will not function. He is the one who is residing in our heart and making us function. Okay, so that is the Lord. Mrida. Okay, Mrida means we are asking the Lord. It's a request. Mrida or Mrida. Both are used. Mridaya. All these are interchangeably used. So we are asking the Lord to gladden our heart, make us rejoice, because He is living in our heart. Okay. Jaritre. Jaritre is the fourth vibhakti, or, so to the worshipper. Okay. There are two meanings given by commentators. One is Jara. Jara means old age. Okay. So our body itself is aging, decaying. To us, you gladden our hearts because time is running out. But it also has the meaning you worship the Lord. Okay. So both, because you're offering yourself to the Lord. So whoever has offered themselves to the Lord, also Charitra. Okay. Charitra. Two meanings are given, so I have just given both. So those of us, so I have combined the meaning in our summary. All of us who are living in this decaying body, but who are your worshippers, please gladden our heart. Okay. We may be growing old, but you are ever young. Okay. So you can do this. Rudra, you are addressing the Lord Rudra. Hey Rudra. Or Rudra, do this for us. Stavanaha. Stavanaha. Again comes the word stuti. Stu. Stavanaha means one who is praised. Or who is praiseworthy or praised. Okay. Oh Lord, who is praised, who is the object of our worship, who is given, who is residing in our heart, who is worship, praise, who is talked about in the Vedas, or with all these three adjectives, please make our hearts gladden. Okay, make us rejoice. Anyam te asmat nivapantu senaha. Anyam means other things, others. Okay, your, te is your, asmat, us. So who are outside of others compared to asma, nivapantu, destroy, senaha, army, let your armies. Okay, te senaha nivapantu anyam asma. Okay, so we ask in the Lord, let your armies destroy the rest. Okay, this is the meaning. So basically we are asking the Lord, oh Lord, who is seated in our heart, please gladden, grant all the blessings to us who are worshipping you. Let everything else be destroyed. Which also can mean in our own thoughts, all those thoughts which are towards you, let them be flourishing. Let all the other thoughts be destroyed by your armies. Let your armies destroy all the bad thoughts, all the bad in us. In the previous excerpt itself, we saw the Lord says he attracts, so he will correct and cleanse. So that is the prayer. We are asking the Lord to grant us, and that's what this mantra is. Stuhi Srutam Garta Satam Yuvanam Mriganna Bhima Mugram Nida Charitre Rudra Stavanaha Anyante Asman Nivapantu Sena. See, when you know the meaning and sing, Stuhi Shrutam Garta Sadam Yuvanam Mrigam Bhima Mupahatna Mugram. See, when this understanding of the meaning, when we chant, it gives a completely different meaning. Then meditation on the Lord also becomes possible. Okay, so just dwell on these words. They are fantastic words.
Sairam Arunam.
Yes,
I have a
Auntie.
question. Here, you please may your armies destroy others than us. So that means, is it right for us to say that?
See, asmat is, I said, aham. Okay. What is not divine is aham is I am God. Okay. That is the way to take this meaning. See, any of these it can be interpreted in many different ways, Auntie. People can say, God protect us, let everyone else die. Okay, that some people can translate like that. And it's possible, and for them, that's the meaning. See, Vedas are such that whatever meaning, higher meaning we take, that's our meaning. But the thing is, we can say, I am divine. Okay. Everyone has divinity in them also, just the way we have divinity. And we also have, there are bad things. We are asking the Lord to remove what is not us. Remove what is not us, which is what is not divine. Please remove them. They have to be destroyed. Not only in us, in everyone else also. So it is not physically killing, because body is not the Atman. Anyone who thinks that fellow has to, die, he has to suffer, means we are only talking about that person's body. We are not talking about the divinity in that person. So that means our thoughts have come to the body level. then we also on the body level, we will also be destroyed. See, we will be the story of Bhasmasura. I think that story is also coming a little later. So the thing is, if we identify with the body, we will also be finished. If we identify with the real I, that is the Asma. So that is the way to look at it. So we are asking, not only you purify me by removing all that is bad, do that for others also. Let them also find their divinity. Find who they are. Okay.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
good.
the divine view. See, it's ultimately, it's how we view the meaning, and prayer is what matters. People can say, oh, the Vedas are saying, kill everyone else, only save me. Before that itself, we have said who we are. Okay. Everything is God. The indweller is God. He is the Lord. We are a part of Him. I think some of those concepts have already dealt. So what we are asking is, let the divinity be preserved. Let everything not divinity, let your armies destroy them. And that is the way to look at it. If we should not look at others as bodies. We should also be able to see the divinity in them. We also should see the divinity in us also, which is the Atman. I think that is where the Vedas want us to get to. We may not there today, but it's okay. So this prayer is, let what is not divine, that Aham Brahmasmi, I am divine. Swami, that's what he says. I am divine, you are divine, but I recognize, you don't recognize. That is the real I. The body is just something which we are wearing. So that's the way to look at it. So we are asking that to be preserved, that to be protected. That
Thank
should
you.
be filled with Ananda. Okay,
Thank you for the great
Sai Ram,
explanation.
Sai Ram. We will look at the Rishi. The Rishi is Vyagraha. Actually, Vyagraha means tiger. The Rishi himself is, Vyagra Pada is also there. Is a Rishi whose feet is like the feet of a tiger. Vyagra Pada. Vyagra. So the Rishi himself is Vyagra. So no doubt he looked at Bhimam, Upahatnu, Mugra, Mriganna. See, I was fascinated because Swami will say a fish will think God is a bigger fish. Cow will think God is a big cow. Human being itself, God is a big human being. So when I saw this Vyagra, so he's animal. Vyagra is tiger. So he says, Brigan, you are like the best of animal Bhimam, it seemed very poetic almost. Chandas is Trishtu. I am not covering, what is Chandas, what's the Matra, because I don't think it's as I want to keep, because it's not supposed to be, it's just information purpose I am giving. Devata is Rudra is being worshipped by this mantra. We look at the Dhyana Shloka. I am very sorry, today I'm going too slow, I think. But too much to cover. Udyat Bhaskara Koti Prakasha Makasha Gam Bhimam Bhitigna Mabhaya Varadam Dhyayet Rudram Suravughanutam Udyat Bhaskara Koti Prakasha Makasha Gam Bhimam Bhitigna Mabhaya Varadam Dhyayet Rudram Suravughanutam Udyat Bhaskara Koti Prakasha Makashagam Bhimam Bhitignam Abhayavaradam Dhyaye Rudram Suravughanutam. Look at the meaning. One should meditate. One should meditate Dhyayet. So here is Dhyayet. On Sri Rudra, Rudram, Dhyayet, Rudram. Meditate on Rudra. Effulgent like a crore of suns at dawn. So Udhyat Bhaskara Koti Prakasham. Udhyat means rising. Bhaskara Bha, I already mentioned light, effulgent. One who Bhaskar, who makes everything effulgent, is nothing but sun. Koti, crores. A crore is, I think everyone knows crore. Crore is 10 million in terms of number. No one uses, I think in India only it's used. Koti. Okay, Koti Prakasham, who is effulgent like 100 crore suns which are rising. Okay, that's the way the Lord is. Spreading in the sky, Akasha Gam. Akasha means space or sky. Gam means who moves, who spreads. Ga means to go. So that's that effulgence is spreading in the sky. Okay, as the sun rises. So darkness is removed. Darkness is removed when the sun rises. Destroying fear. Bhiti gnam. Bhiti means fear. Terror, terror stricken, we are afraid. That is removed by who removes? This Lord removes that. Granting fearlessness and boons. Abhaya. Abhaya means fearlessness. Vara. Vara means boon. Dam. Da means to give. The one who gives that's dam. Vara. Boons and abhaya. Okay. Abhaya Varadam. Some people say the Lord has, Abhayam and Varadam. That's the way many statues are. One is he grants Abhayam. Then the other hand will be pointing like this. That means he's giving. Okay, many statues of idols of the Lord, you will see that. That's Abhaya Varadam. Okay. Adored by the Devas. Sura Augha Nutam. Sura means the God. Augha means floods of, many large crowds. Okay. Sura Augha. Nutam. Nuta means to worship or sung, to sing. Okay. Adored. The word means to sing and adore and worship. Okay. This Lord, who is like the rising sun, which is like crores of rising suns rising. Okay. And spreading the entire space. And he removes all fear. And he grants us abhayam, fearlessness, and all the boons. That Lord, who is worshipped by all the gods, we meditate on that, or we have to meditate. I'll go to an excerpt of Swami's. I am Atma Brahma is the holy declaration of the Atharva Veda, the fourth among the Vedas. It means this Atma is Brahman. It implies that the individual self is the untarnished, unaffected witness of the activities of the body-mind complex. That the individual self is untarnished, unaffected witness of the activities of the body-mind complex. The lamp illumines the area around it. One person falls. Okay, sorry, I think. Okay. One person falsifies accounts so that he can escape paying tax. It's a tax season, so Swami is talking about that. Another writes the name of Rama as a sadhana. Another person takes advantage of the light to lay his hands on articles to steal. The lamp is the witness. The Atma too shines within the cave of the heart. Karta Sadam. One should engage oneself in sacred activity with the inspiration of that illumination. Many people who come to me ask, Swami, we are striving to control the mind, but it runs about like a maddened dog. How am I to succeed? Therein lies a wrong step. The mind is beyond contact, for it is attached to the senses. Control the senses, Let them not draw you into the objective world. By this means, the mind can be made an instrument of illumination and not of delusion. The truth will then dawn. This Atma is Brahman. The splendor of this awareness will drive away the darkness of ignorance. There can be no tamas, ignorance, where there is light, Jyoti. The Atma self is Jyoti, self-luminous. The Gayatri mantra helps to uproot nescience by invoking the splendor of the sun to illumine the buddhi, intellect. The faculty of thought, that splendor, will reveal the identity of I am Atma, of this self individualized with Brahman, cosmic overself. So discourse January 1st, 1983. See, what we were discussing just now, Swami has said, we are the Atman. The individual is nothing but the Atman. Okay, we use this light, which is the Atmic light. Swami says we can use it to write the name of the Lord. Somebody can falsify the tax. Somebody can steal. But this light within us is the witness. It knows what is going on. Just observes. And that is this world, in this world, how we use the divine light which is us and how we use. And so I think I'm not going to dwell too much, but I think we have already discussed. So all this prayer, mantra actually relates to this. I hope if you're okay, we can try the next mantra, or we can stop here. I have a few more slides. If you're okay, I will continue. We have 12 minutes. I mean, maybe I will just rush through also if it's okay. We can again revise at the next class if it's okay. Because I taken 3 mantras, I thought we should cover 3 mantras today. Sorry about it. I am slow. Parino rudrasya hetir vrinakt paritveshasya durmatiragayo avasthira maghavat vyasthanushva midvastokaya tanayaya mridaya. Parino rudrasya hetir vrinakt paritveshasya durmatiragayo avasthira maghavat vyasthanushva midvastokaya tanayaya mridaya. Parino rudrasya hetir vrinakt paritveshasya durmadiraghayo avasthira maghavat vyasthanushva midvastokaya tanayaya mridaya. In terms of pronunciation, aghayo. Gha is 4th letter in the ka varga, so it has to be aspirated. Okay. Avasthira. Stay. 2nd letter in the tha varga, it has to be aspirated. Magha. Again, the gha, 4th letter in the ka varga, has to be aspirated. Maghavat. Bhyas. Okay. There bha is coming. Bhya. That bh has to be aspirated. Ishwa is cerebral sh. Midvastokaya tanayaya mridaya. None of them aspirated. But I know this slightly difficult mantra, I guess, to chant. We look at the word form. Pari naha. Pari naha becomes pari no. The naha becomes na because it's joined with pari. And the visarga becomes o. That's how pari no you get. Pari na. Pari naha. Rudrasya. Hetihi vrinaktu. This visarga becomes ir. Somebody is saying bagaf, bagavaf. There is no. Okay, we'll come to that. Hetir, hetihi plus vrinaktu. Hetihi, the visarga becomes ir. Hetihi vrinaktu. Okay. Pari tveshasya. There's nothing happening, but it's split of words. Durmati ragayo. Again, this visarga becomes ir. That's how it becomes raghayo. Durmati raghayo. But it's durmatihi and aghayo. Okay. Avasthira is just a split of the words. Maghavat byaha tanushva. Okay. Maghavat byaha is the word. Maghavat byaha. That visarga becomes is. That's how you get Maghavat Vyas. Okay. So Maghavat Vyaha Tanushva Midvaha Tokaya. Again the Visarga becomes is here because of Sandhi. Midvaha Tokaya becomes Midvas Tokaya. Then Tanayaya Mridaya. Okay. So we look at the meanings. Pari means away in this case. The meaning is away. Naha is us. Rudrasya of Rudra. Okay. So again, sixth vibhakti it is called. Okay. Rudraha, Rudrasya means of the Rudra is Rudrasya. Hetihi is a weapon. Okay, weapon. Vrinakt. Vrinakt means let it go away. Okay, let it be diverted. Vrinakt. Okay, sorry. Pari again is all, pari away and all on all sides. Pari means all around, incompletely. All that meaning comes from the word pari. Depends on what it is attached to. Okay. Pari on all sides. In this case, that in this usage, that's the way it's commented on. Tveshasya. Tveshasya means blazing with anger. That's the way they have translated commentators. Durmati. Mati means mind, thought. Dur means bad, ill disposed. It's not su. Okay. It does not contain. It not any thought which does hurt, harm is durmati. Aghayoho for punishing, for the sake of punishing. Okay, for punishing. Ava protect. Sthira steadily. Maghavadbhyaha. Maghavadbhyaha who perform sacrifice. For those who perform sacrifice. Tanushva. Tanushva means that which is shining. Okay. Midva. Mide, means one who grants joy, one who showers blessing. Many bhajans, Mridaya is also coming. Mid, I think some of the Shambhu Mishana Mide is Shiva, one of the stotras. It comes again and again. Okay, Midva comes from there. One who showers blessing. Tokaya, we already looked at the word Toka. Manas Toke, Tanaye, Mana Ayushi. Tokaya means generally it's considered children. Tanayaya, Tanaya means also son. Tanayaya means for to the sons and daughters. Okay, that's the way to say to the sons and daughters. We'll go over this mantra again next week, but I'm just quickly running through because I thought I should cover 3 today. Nridaya, grand joy. So we say, may Rudra's weapons, Ketihi, Vrinakt, let us spare us. Let it, hurt things around us. May the Lord's blazing anger for punishing protect us steadily. Okay. Let his anger protect us. O showerer of blessings. Okay. So we're asking the Lord, sorry. A lot of spelling mistakes. I'm very sorry about it. So, O showerer of blessings, okay. You grant joy, to the children, sons and daughters. who shine in performing sacrifice. That whoever is performing sacrifices, let them be granted joy. And that's the prayer. So as you can see, if by worshipping the Lord, we will be able to we will be granted joy by the Lord. Okay, that's the prayer. We will. I will just go straight to the Dhyana Shloka. We will come back next week. I'll just read the excerpt from Swami's discourse and close, I hope. There was a demon by name Gajasura. He was a demon king. He performed severe penance. Ishvara appeared before him. Ishvara is easily propitiated, and he gives readily whatever one prays for without examining whether it's right or wrong to confer such a boon. Varadam. He gives whatever the devotees pray for. This was what happened in the case of the demon Bhasmasura. He prayed to Shiva to grant a boon that whomever he touches by his hand should be reduced to ashes. Shiva granted the boon. Immediately, Bhasmasura wanted to test the power he had received by trying to place his hand on Shiva himself. Ultimately, Shiva had to be saved from Bhasmasura by the stratagem of Vishnu, who made the demon place his hands on his own head. He was then reduced to ashes. Likewise, Gajasura also performed penance and prayed to the Lord. Ishvara appeared before him and asked him what he wanted. Gajasura said, Lord, you must merge in my stomach. Shiva granted the boon and lodged himself in the demon's stomach. Parvati, not finding Ishvara, went out in search of her Lord and could find him nowhere. She went to her brother Vishnu and appealed to him to trace her missing Lord. Vishnu knew that Shiva was in the habit of granting boons indiscriminately and getting into difficulties. He told her, Parvati, I know what has happened. Be calm. You go to your abode, I shall bring Ishvara there. Vishnu took Shiva's Nandi and decorated it to appear like a performing bull. Assuming the role of a bull performer, Vishnu led the bull to the city of Gajasura, playing on a pipe all the way while the bull danced to the tune. The bull was dancing to the music of the divine embodiment of all mysteries. Gajasura was intensely watching the performance of the bull and its master. Pleased with the performance, Gajasura asked the bull trainer, what do you want? The letter said, you should not go back on your word. Will you grant me what I want? You are Gajasura, a great king. Yes, he said. Give me Ishvara who is in your stomach, said Vishnu. Only Vishnu knew this fact, none else. Gajasura immediately fell at the feet of Vishnu and said, Swami, this secret is only known to anybody except yourself. I will keep my word even at the cost of my life. But there's one condition. My head should be worshipped by all and Ishvara should wear my skin. Vishnu agreed to it. That is the reason Ishvara wears elephant skin and head of Gajasura is worshipped as Vinayaka's head. So this is an excerpt. I think we will discuss further because it's 10:30. I thought you can contemplate on the story and the leelas of Shiva, who is easily pleased, who grants us whatever we ask. Sometimes we ask things which are to our own detriment, but we should ask for the boon of going close to him. This day is Shivaratri. Let all the darkness in us leave. So with that, I will conclude today's session. I think Brother Dasan has raised his hand. Yes, Brother Dasan.
So, Sairam, brother. So today is a Shivaratri, whatever you said. So I'd like to hear from you the way you explain about the Triyambakam Jagamage, the mantra, that's the one most of the people chant today. So how the melons ripe and detached from that tree, that I'd like to hear from you. Thank you.
I think you can go back. The material is there. I think I can again speak next week. But Triyambakam is the Lord has three eyes. He knows the past, present, and future. Yajamahe, I worship him. Pushti Vardhanam. This Lord is the one who gives us Pushti, which is all the strength with which we function. I am speaking now, it's because of the Lord. You are asking because of the Lord. You are hearing because of the Lord. All this Pushti, all this energy and strength, He is the one who gives. Pushti Vardhanam. Urvarukam iva bandhana. Urvarukam is the melon, which actually sits on the ground. When it's ripe, fully ripe, it just detaches. Urvarukam iva, like the Urvarukam. Bandhanat means from the bondage. Okay. Mukshiya, asking the Lord, let us also be liberated. Let us also be detached, just the way when it's mature. So what is the way of detaching is maturing ourselves. Okay, how do we mature? By praying to the Lord. Urvarukam iva bandhanat mrityoho mukshiya. From death. From attachment to mrit also means earth. Let us be detached from these earthly attachments. Mrityoho mukshiya. Liberate me from this earthly attachment. People say it is mriti means death. The death is only to the body. Okay, but we are attached to this thing which is dying. Mrityoho mukshiya ma amritat. You liberate us from this mrityu. But ma amritat means not from the amrita. Amrita means you yourself, the divinity in us. So that is the prayer of Triambakam. Mrityunjaya mantram, we say, that means we overcome, we win over the earthliness, the attachment to the earth, attachment to everything in this world, the gross world, the mind-body complex, as Swami said. We are different. So we are asking that to be removed. Let's be liberated from that. And let's not be separated from Amritam, which is immortality. It's a nectar. It's Lord Himself. And that's the meaning of Triambaka Mantram as I understand. So I will stop there.
Thank you, brother.
Okay, Sahiram, brother. So with those words, we will close the session today with the prayers. Om Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu. Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu. Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Sairam, everyone.
Sai Ram.
Sai Ram, Sai Ram.
Thank you.
Saram, 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 saram.